Am I the stink star for uninviting my mom to my wedding? Stink star is another term for beehole from Urban Thesaurus. I'm getting in trouble for using the full a-hole word in the very beginning of a video from YouTube, so we're going to start using some different slang terms here. Get ready, it's going to be fun. I, 23 female, am getting married to my fiance, 27 male, in 2 months, and I couldn't be more excited. We have been together for close to 3 years and engaged for 6 months. So the problem started with my mom right after I started wedding planning. My fiance and I both want a small wedding. We also don't like the traditional style type of wedding. My ring is not the typical diamond, and my wedding dress will not be white, and my husband will not be wearing a traditional suit. My mom is not a fan of any of that. My mom was offering to pay for my dress, but only if it's something that she likes. Bring those red flags in. Originally, I just brushed it off because I didn't know what I wanted for a dress, but then we went dress shopping with my mom. She saw the dress I was looking at and said she is not buying that, but will be paying for the ones she has picked out and liked. I told her this is my wedding and this is my choice, and if she didn't like it, she didn't have to pay for it, and I have the money on my own. She didn't like that answer and stayed silent the rest of the appointment. Then, as I kept on planning, she would make slight comments about the things that she liked and how she would do it this way. And if I said I didn't like it, she would storm off and be upset or just act nasty the rest of the day. Way to be the grown-up, Mom. Good job. This was off for me because she was never like this. My mom has never been nasty or mean when someone hasn't agreed with her ways. But she just kept up doing things like this, and I had asked her to stop multiple times. Then I got my dress in 2 weeks ago, and when I opened it, it was not the dress I had ordered, but in fact the dress my mom liked. None of us saw this coming, huh? Yeah, we did. We saw this coming. It was the same price as the other one, so when I got the charge for the dress, it didn't seem odd. I questioned my mom about it, and she said they must have mixed up the dresses. I ended up just walking away before I would say something I would regret. Then I started to get emails about changes to my wedding, and I was confused. I ended up finding out that my mom remembered the prices of things I had ordered for the wedding, then called and switched to the things that she liked. I ended up calling her and exploded on her, telling her that she overstepped and that she's no longer allowed to help wedding plan. Boom. If anyone's wondering about my dad, he walked out and hasn't been in my life since I was 3. My grandfather was going to walk me down the aisle. My mom started sobbing and said, "It's so unfair what you are doing." We ended up just screaming, and I stood my ground. My fiance said that I have every right to feel how I feel. My mom quickly ran to her friends and family because my phone is getting blown up for being an asshole to my mom and saying that my mom was just looking out for what's best for me. My sister says that I'm overreacting and that mom was like this when she was planning her wedding, and it's just how mom is. My sister did not like her wedding and wants a redo at the 5-year anniversary because of all the changes our mother made. I have been missing the extra time that I had with her during this planning, but she just kept on overstepping, I feel. So, am I the asshole for telling my mom she isn't allowed to help with wedding planning after she made wedding changes behind my back? You know, the oddest part about all of this to me is that your mom, OP, isn't like this in any other scenario except for wedding planning. What is it about wedding planning that just makes her lose her fucking mind? That may be worth digging into and figuring out. There's got to be some kind of a reason for that, right? And your sister went through the same thing. Hey, a heads up from your sister would have been cool to be like, hey, guess what? Mom's going to take over everything and she's going to do shit behind your back and she's going to sabotage your entire wedding. It's going to be awesome. Because the same thing happened to her and she wants a redo at the 5-year mark because of it. But she says that it's just mom being mom. Why didn't she give you a heads up? That's not cool. Thanks, sis. Appreciate it. No, you're not the asshole, OP. I think you have every right to stand your ground here and to say, guess what? If you can't respect my wishes, you don't get to be a part of anything. That's just how this goes. It is especially important that you do that right now because what happens in wedding planning is going to set the tone for how involved or how much control she has in the rest of your married life moving forward. Meaning raising children, meaning decisions in your relationship, meaning where you live, how you decorate. Everything that you do could be potentially controlled by your mom, but not if you stand your ground right now. If you cave right now and let her have her way, she's going to have carte blanche for the rest of your life and be able to just manipulate anything however she sees fit. But you did the right thing. You stood your ground. You said, hell no, you don't get to be a part of this. Of course she's not going to like that at all. Tough shit, right? If she wants to be a part of the wedding, period, she's going to play ball because that's the next step. You don't want to kick your mom out of your wedding, obviously, but if she pushes way too far, you and your fiance might get the small wedding of your dreams here. It's an option. Keep it in your pocket. Your wedding is supposed to be for you and your fiance, not for your mom. That's probably a debatable point. I feel like a lot of people are going to say the wedding is actually for the family and for everybody who's connected to this couple couple to witness this and to support it, blah, 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 blah. I call bullshit. I think it's for the couple. They do it however the hell they want to do it. And if someone doesn't want to respect their wishes, they don't have to be a part of it. And bravo to you, OP, for standing your ground right now, because boundaries at this point in your life are going to be especially important. It sets the tone for the rest of your life. And how much control do you want her to have? Do you want her to be the puppet master for the rest of your damn life, or do you want to be able to make your own grown-ass woman decisions? I think you're probably choosing the latter. So what you're doing right now sets the tone for that. Good job. Not the asshole at all. It's weird that your mom is only like this for wedding planning, and I'm kind of curious to know why that is. So maybe it's a sister conversation. Maybe y'all need to go back to previous weddings and figure out what happened. What happened with your mom's wedding? Was she not allowed to make decisions, and did her mom take control of everything there? Maybe this is like just a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. Anyway, you're not the asshole, OP. Hold your ground now. It's going to be very important later on.